Namaskar, myself Dr. R.K. Tripathi, Associate Professor of Soil Science, Narayan College, Yokohama. Today, I will discuss about the use of organic fertilizer in place of chemical fertilizer. First of all, we should know what are the organic fertilizers. The organic fertilizers are those which prepared from the organic substance. From which we get the organic substance? There are so many sources by which we can get the organic substance. The organic substance are found in plant and animals and all type of living organism. From the plant, there are so many substances just like carbohydrate, fat, protein, lignin, minerals, etc. are found in the plant's part. And same as in the animals or human being, these all constituents, all the things, carbohydrate, fat, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and nitrogen substance are found. So there are so many sources of organic fertilizers. We can discuss just now the organic fertilizers, organic substance we can get from plant, just like plant parts, stem, leaf, flower, fruit, and the waste product of the animals, just like dung, urine, earth, the body part of the animals, just like hoof, hip, horn, hairs, etc. Others we get from the microorganism, bacteria, fungi, actinomycetes, and so many sources to supply the organic matter for the manufacturing of the organic fertilizers. As you know, the organic fertilizers, there are name like FYM, farm yard manure, two type of fertilizer which are manufactured on the farmer field, and others organic fertilizers which are manufactured in the city. These are called compost, and other which are manufactured by the debris of the plant parts on the field of farmers, that is called the green manure, and other organic fertilizer, sewage, slug, substances, and other slurry byproduct which contains the organic substance. There are so many, just like so many organic substance by which we can get the organic fertilizers. The all organic fertilizers, what are the role of these organic fertilizers? The organic fertilizers contain all the nutrients, just like nitrogen, phosphorus, potash, and other micronutrient. Even all the know there are so 16 plant nutrients which are essential for the growth and development of the plant, by which are supplied from the organic substances, but the chemical substance contain only one or two plant nutrient which are manufactured in the factory. As you know, in the market there are so many type of fertilizer, just like urea, ammonium sulfate, ammonium nitrate, calcium ammonium nitrate, diammonium, DAP, phosphate, and other phosphatic fertilizers, and other potassic fertilizers, just like muriate of potash, and other mixed fertilizer, Dalapa, etc. They are private fertilizers which are found in the market. As you know, the organic fertilizers are why? What is the use? What is why we use the organic fertilizer in place of chemical fertilizers? As we want to discuss, the organic fertilizers contain all the plant nutrient, and just I tell you When we apply the organic fertilizers into the soil, the physico-chemical properties of the soil increase. Physico-chemical properties means the soil structure, the soil color, the soil nature, the soil porosity, the infiltration rate, and the water holding capacity. There are so many physical factors which affect it by the application of organic fertilizers. Chemical factors, chemical effects when we apply the organic fertilizers, just like in the increase the availability of plant nutrients, increase the nitrification, increase the ammonification, increase the oxidation and the reduction process into the soil by the application of organic fertilizers. The biological activities of the soil also increase by the addition of organic fertilizers, just like increase the amount of bacteria, fungi and other microorganisms into the soil by the application of organic fertilizer. When we supply the organic fertilizers into the soil, definitely the inoculation of the bacteria, inoculation of microorganisms increases, which directly or indirectly affect the plant growth and development. When we apply the organic fertilizers into the soil, just suppose we apply the organic fertilizers in clay soil, the availability of the porosity of soil increase, so the availability of all plant nutrient increase, the water uptake increase. Suppose we apply the organic fertilizer in sandy soil, so definitely the holding capacity of soil increase, the inoculation of bacteria and other microorganisms which are beneficial to the plant growth development increases. So there are a vast usage of the organic fertilizers in the nature when we apply into the soil. When we apply the chemical fertilizers, the chemical fertilizers are those which are manufactured in factory, just I discussed, which are unified. Suppose it supply only one plant nutrient or two plant nutrient. Suppose there are so many type of organic fertilizer, just like a nitrogenous fertilizer, phosphatic fertilizer, potassic fertilizers, which apply their unified nutrient to the plant. Suppose we when we discuss about the nitrogen fertilizer, there are so many type of nitrogenous fertilizer. As you know, the nitrogen fertilizer, just like you heard the name of urea, ammonium sulfate, ammonium nitrate, etc., etc. This as you know, the plant take nitrogen in the form of nitrate, so the form of different form of fertilizers which contain nitrogen in amide form, in nitrate form, in ammonium form, they convert into the soil by the activities of different microorganisms into the soil. So they all the fertilizers which are chemical in nature supply the nitrogen in the more amount in comparison of the organic fertilizer. So when we discuss about the integrated nutrient management, so the organic fertilizer follow the rule of integrated fertilizer management, but chemical fertilizer not. When there is a essential need of the soil testing for the development of, for the application of fertilizers into the soil. So that is another topic, why soil testing is necessary and how it we perform. So that is another topic today. The topic is our use of organic fertilizer in place of chemical fertilizer. Just the organic matter is a waste of different organic substance. Organic waste of organic matter in the soil come from the remains of the plant and animals. This include grasses, tree, bacteria, fungi, protozoa, earthworm and the animal manure. Organic matter represent a certain stage in an endless turnover of the element carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus and sulfur between living organic and mineral kingdom. As new organic matter is found, a part of old become mineralized. Many of desirable properties of organic matter are due to this Dynamic, correct. Soil organic matter may be distinguished from humus. Soil organic matter consists of any substance of organic origin, living or dead, while humus is fairly stable and amorphous, brown to black material. Just I discussed the organic matter, very fine material, that is called the humus, which is the byproduct of plant and animal residue, with no trace of structure of mineral, no trace of the part of the plants and the human body. Really, that is a humus is very fine organic substances. Organic, besides the decomposition of organic matter, synthesis of organic substances involved in the humus formation. As we discussed, there are so many functions of the organic matter or organic fertilizer. Coarse organic matter on the surface reduce the impact of falling raindrop. Just I discussed, it improve the quality, it improve the activity of the sandy soil and the clay soil. Just it is a direct and indirect effect falling of the raindrop and permit clear water to seep gently into the soil. That is due to the pore space which are increased due to the addition of organic matter or the organic fertilizers. Surface runoff and erosion are thus reduced, and resultant there is no available water for the plant growth. In addition to early decomposable organic residues causes the synthesis of complex organic substance and bind soil particles into structure unit called aggregate. The aggregation is due to the organic matter, organic fertilizer application. The aggregation means just a accumulation of different soil particles in the one form. These aggregation help in maintain the loose opening granular condition. As we know, there are different type of soil structure: peat, granular, and platy structure. The granular structure is more important for the development of the plant and plant growth. Water is then able to enter the percolate more readily downward to the soil. The granular condition of soil maintain favorable condition and air permeability. The root of plant need to continue supply of oxygen in order to respire and grow due to the application of the organic matter and organic fertilizer. Large pore make it for the soil to absorb oxygen from the atmosphere and to expel carbon dioxide. Leaf root decay and provide channels down through which new plant root grow more luxuriously. The same root channels are effectively in transmitted water downward, a part of which is stored to future use by plant. Water holding capacity, just I discussed, the water holding capacity is increased by the organic matter and application of the organic fertilizer. In fact, the organic matter increases the water holding capacity of soil, does not necessarily mean to increase the available water supply to the plant. Since organic matter hold water fairly tightly, thus permanent wilting percentage is increased. The wilting means the dryness of the scarcity of the water into the soil. That is a wilting. Organic matter merely definitely increase the amount of available water in sand and loam soil. Further, the granular soil resulting from the organic matter addition supply more water than sticky and impervious soil. Organic matter serve as the reservoir of the chemical element that are essential for the plant growth. As we discussed earlier in the introduction, the organic matter contains organic fertilizers serve all the plant nutrients. It may be primary, secondary, or micronutrient. But the chemical fertilizer supply on the specialized fertilizers which I need. Most of the soil nitrogen occur in the organic combination. Only a small fraction, usually 1 to 3%, occur in an organic form at any one time. Also, a considerable quantity of phosphorus and sulfur exist in organic form. Upon decomposition, organic matter supply the nutrient needed by the growing plant. When we decompose, there are so many type of bacteria, aerobic, anaerobic bacteria work in this process of decomposition. First, as you know, the sugar, protein, lignin is the last substance which decompose in the last stage, but the carbohydrate decompose easily in early stage. Organic matter supply the nutrient needed by the growing plant. So there are so many type of, as I discussed, so many type of plant nutrients which are needed by the plant, which supply from the organic substances or organic fertilizers, as as well as many hormones and antibiotics also supply from the organic matter. They are released in the harmony with the need of the plants. When environment conditions are favorable for rapid growth, the same condition favors a rapid release of nutrient from the organic matter. The organic matter work as a reservoir also. Whatever you need, the organic matter can release the particular type of nutrient and supply to the particular part in the plant body. Organic matter upon decomposition produces organic acid and and the carbonic dioxide, which help in dissolve mineral such as potassium and to make them more available to the growing plant. The organic matter help to buffer soil against rapid chemical change in the pH. Just as I discussed in the introduction, the organic matter improve the physical condition of the soil. pH is one of them. If the soil is acidic, then it maintain the pH. If soil is alkaline, the organic supply of organic matter maintain the pH due to application of the organic fertilizers and organic matter into the soil. The addition of different type of other nutrients like other substance like lime and others. Humus provide a storehouse to exchangeable and available cation, potassium, calcium and magnesium. Ammonium fertilizers are also prevented from leaching because humus hold ammonium in an exchangeable available form. The organic matter serve as the source of energy for the growth of soil microorganisms. The CN ratio also one of the important aspect, as we know the carbon and the nitrogen ratio. If the organic matter in the soil is more, organic fertilizer we apply into the soil from different sources, definitely the food supply of the different microorganisms increases into the soil, due to which the number of microorganisms increase into the soil. This microorganism improve the activity of soil, improve the health of soil, improve the toxicity condition of the soil. All heterotropic organisms like nitrogen fixing bacteria, like autotrophic bacteria require easily decomposable organic matter as well as source of carbon. Without carbon, nitrogen fixation by Azotobacter and Clostridium would be impossible. So it is very important to supply of the organic matter for the nitrogen fixation and different processes. Just fresh organic matter supply food for soil life as earthworm, ant, rodent. These animals burrow into the soil and improve the physical condition of the soil, and different type of physical condition improve directly and indirectly by the microbes which are found into the soil, which get food from the organic matter and the organic substance. Further, the permit plant root to obtain oxygen and to release carbon dioxide as they grow. Earthworm can flourish only in soil that are well provided with organic matter. Evaporation losses of water are reduced by organic mulches, trachy or coarse organic matter on the surface of soil reduce loss of soil by wind erosion. If our soil has less organic matter, definitely the erosion process increases. It may be due to the air sources, or it may be by the water sources. The erosion of the soil increase if our soil is less organic matter or supply the less organic fertilizers. So we should apply the organic matter in form of organic fertilizers into the soil to check the erosion losses over the soil. As you know, the first fine particles of the soil, that is called the soil, that is called the fine soil, which are burst out by the different processes of wind and water. So we should apply the organic matter to save these important part of the our earth, by on which we can produce different type of crop for our daily need. Surface mulches low soil temperature in the summer and keep the soil warm in winter. Fresh organic matter has a special function in making soil phosphorus more readily available to soil acidic soil. In there, as you know, the phosphorus is less available into the soil. It can readily change into the available form. Monocalcium phosphate is available to the plants, but just within a hour it will convert into the unavailable form. So if we give the organic matter, organic fertilizer to the soil, definitely the availability of phosphorus will increase. Upon decomposition, organic matter release citrate, oxalate, titrates and lactate, which combine with iron and aluminium more readily than does phosphorus. If when we apply the organic fertilizer into the soil, the organic matter combine with the iron, aluminium, and the combine with the phosphorus. That phosphorus combine the aluminium phosphate, iron phosphate, which when we apply, when we need, it will change into the available form. This is the most important function of the organic matter to availability in relation to availability of phosphorus into the soil. The result is the formation of less and insoluble iron, aluminium phosphate, and availability of more phosphorus for the plant growth. Organic fertilizers, organic matter release acid from different type of decomposition process, which help the reduce in the alkalinity of the soil. As you know that there is a great problem of alkalinity in India, so by which the our production level is decreasing, soil become the soil continuously becoming the polluting due to different type of the application of the fertilizers into the soil. When we apply the organic acid in form of organic fertilizers or organic matter, the organic acid releases, that organic acid decrease the soil temperature, decrease the soil pH, by which we can help, by which we can reduce the alkalinity of the soil. There are, as you know, what are the combination as we discuss here, the composition of soil organic matter, there are or the humus, the composition of soil organic matter and in particular of the soil humus has been difficult problem, but there are so many scientists which clear what are the components which are found in the soil organic matter. There are very complex substance. It can contain different type of mineral, different of substances, but we can say here the carbohydrate which have a different, just like a sugar, starch, cellulose, etc. There is lignin, tannins, fat, oils, and waxes. There are resins, proteins, and pigments, minerals, different type of mineral which are found in the soil organic matter. Minerals such as calcium, phosphorus, sulfur, magnesium, and potassium are the components of organic matter. There, as we discuss the sources of organic matter, we can here dictate you. We want to show you. There are source of organic matter. There are animal byproduct, plant byproduct, and allied industries byproduct. The animal byproduct we get from the farmer field, we get from the farmer's house. There are dung, urine earth, dead of animals, hairs, bacteria, fungi, protozoa, earthworm, and these all organic substances which are used to manufacturing of the farmyard manure. There are the plant byproduct, which are plant parts, grasses, trees, small trees, bushes, etc., and other plant parts, stems, flower, fruit, leaves, branch, seed, and other industries byproduct are house garbage, city garbage, sewage, slug and night soil. The plant byproduct we get from the plant after the harvesting. After the harvesting, when exhibited the seed from the crop, the waste product just like a poil, etc., we get from the field. We should not burn the byproduct of the plant. We should know the importance of it. The government also taking action toward it. Just the increasing, if we burn the byproduct of plant, and the level of air pollution increasing, and they are creating the great problem into the different cities. So it should not be burned. It is a van, so we should cooperate the government, and we use these byproduct with animal byproduct to manufacture of the manures. There are so many processes we discuss here. The animal byproduct, just like a dung, urine earth, we should collect into a pit. There are two type of method we use. Usually a heap method on the pit method. Heap method, we collect the byproduct of animals in a heap, in form of heap, and put as such. There is a byproduct, plant and animal be put into the pit. That is another method of the manufacturing of the organic fertilizers. We get the organic fertilizer from the heap method. It is a method of manufacturing of the organic fertilizers. When we make the fertilizer by the method of heap, the heap contain different type of nitrogenous substance which can waste by the exposure to the sun, drain out from the soil and wash out from the soil. So the product which we get from the heap method is not proper contain the plant nutrients. Is the plant nutrient waste there? But in case of the pit method, when we use to manufacture the organic fertilizer in the form of pit method, definitely all the organic substance decomposed easily in the presence of different type of bacteria, and the nitrogen and other substance cannot loses from that byproduct. So when we get the organic fertilizers, when we get the organic substance from the pit, the quality of the material is good then in comparison to the animal and byproduct which we collected by the heap method. Now we discuss about the allied industries byproduct. There are so many type of byproduct, just like a house garbage, kitchen garbage, and city garbage, and sewage, slug, night soil, and different type of other organic substance we get from the city. We collect all the material into the pit. Into the size of pit is depend on the basis of population of the city. So in the big city, the pit size is big. In the small city, the pit size is small. We can use in the industry byproduct, the plant byproduct and animal byproduct also, by which we can say we can make the compost. There are two type of compost. First is Indore method and compost, and the Bangalore method, city compost or village compost. Village compost, in the village compost we can use the animal product, plant product to fill the complete pit. But in case of city compost, we can use the night soil, the sewage water, the slug, and the city garbage, house garbage, etc. to fill the whole pit. The organic matter which decompose into the pit takes near about 6 to 9 months. In the city, we can make a big pit nearby, very nearby, different pit in different size. First we fill first pit, then allow to decompose for 6 to 9 months, then we fill the second, then we fill the fourth, then just like we can fill the chain of just pit one by one, and after 6 to 9 months every pit completed, and organic to supply the organic matter we can for the use of organic fertilizer into the soil. So we should use these byproduct for the manufacturing of organic fertilizers. So after the manufacturing of it, we should use into the soil to supply the plant nutrient. Definitely, as we discussed earlier, the organic matter supply increases a different type of characteristics of soil for the plant growth and development. If we apply the chemical fertilizers made in the factories, just like ammonium sulfate, phosphorus, DAP, potassium nitrate, sodium nitrate, calcium ammonium nitrate, and different type of mixture we make on the factory. It provide only one type or two type of nutrient. We continuously applying the chemical fertilizer into the soil. What is the effect of it? Just we are seeing here, our soil is going to pollute. Its inherent capacity is depleting day by day. We apply different type of hormones. We applying different type of growth hormones and different type of pesticide into the soil. Including this, we apply the much amount of chemical fertilizer, as we don't know how much chemical fertilizer is needed for it or not. If we apply more chemical fertilizer, the inherent capacity is definitely decrease, and the soil become barren day by day. Its productivity is decreasing. We are getting a less amount of production from our soil. Definitely, as you know, the food chain, the microorganism also the one of the most important aspect of the food chain. We applying continuously the chemical fertilizers into the soil. The nature of the soil is depleting, changing, by which the nature of different organism also changing. They don't want to live on that type of soil which have the chemical. So the activity of microorganism is decreasing into the soil, by which the one of the most important aspect we are losing into the soil. There is a aspect of food chain: producer, consumer, decomposer. As you know, producer is the plant, decomposer, producer are the plant. and decomposer are different type of microorganism. When we apply such type of chemical fertilizer into the soil, definitely the nature of soil is decreasing. Its the physico-chemical properties are depleting. Its availability of different type of food into the soil is decreasing. The decreasing amount of availability of food definitely decreasing the availability of microorganisms, which are essential for the decomposition of byproduct of animals and plant into the soil. When the animal byproduct and the plant byproduct not be decomposed, then definitely different type of insect, different of plant, different type of diseases attack on the soil. So indirectly the productivity of the soil will decrease. The productivity of the soil decrease, then definitely we cannot get such type of such amount of production from that particular field. Definitely we will lose our productivity of the soil. We cannot get the much amount of production from that type of soil. And secondly, we apply the chemical fertilizer into the soil continuously. Then, as you know, only 1% chemical is used as the plant system, used to increase, used to motive. Rest 90%, 99% chemicals is either it may be rest into the soil, or it may be evaporate from the soil, or other will rest in the human system, which are we get from the plant product. When the plant product contain the different type of chemicals, definitely it will be transmitted to our human body, transmitted to our system. As you know, different type of diseases we can see here and there, different type of diseases we get, just like a dysentery, just like a eye burning, just like a liver failure, just like a kidney failure, and just like a tonsillitis, just like a different type of diseases we can suffer different by the different type of diseases if we get the food which are rich in the chemical substances. So we should avoid the chemical substances, we should avoid the chemical fertilizers into the soil for the sake of our human being, for the sake of our animal, for the sake of our earth, for the better use. So we should not use too much of chemical fertilizers. We should use only fertilizer which are needed by the soil. Before we apply the fertilizer, we should do the soil testing. There are so many soil testing laboratory in India. Government also make a plan to soil test in the different location or to particular farmers field. There are so many agencies which are working there, which they collect the soil from the farmer field and test into the respected laboratory. Then after they give the result, they are giving the status of particular plant nutrient, what is needed, what is not. So after getting this report, just like a human report, after getting the report, what is lacking, what type of nutrient is lacking in our soil, what is needed. If we get the report, suppose nitrogen is lacking, then we supply on the nitrogen. If we lacking the phosphorus, then we should apply on the phosphorus. No need to extra fertilizers there. So if you want To use the chemical fertilizer, so first of all you do the soil testing. Then after you use. By this you can save your money and soil and your health also. Overall, we say to you to use organic fertilizers, organic substances into the soil in place of chemical fertilizers or chemical substance to save our life, to healthy atmosphere, to healthy soil. Thank you very much.